Welcome to our quick video with instructions on how to install our proof of concept Qumulo SharePoint storage solution. This solution, fully functional, would enable users to migrate stored data from their SharePoint instance to Cloud Native Qumulo in Azure, resulting in significant cost savings while retaining all SharePoint functionality through the use of Microsoft shortcuts or HTML stub files. We will start by installing the prerequisite software, rclone, C++, and the latest version of Python. First, we will start by downloading rclone from www.rclone.org/downloads. The way we're doing this sync right now is just leveraging what rclone has already built. It's stable, mature, and performs really well. It includes built-in OAuth support, allowing customers to authenticate via a browser with minimal effort. Depending on your authentication policies, authentication is typically valid for 90 days without re-login. rclone handles bidirectional file transfers efficiently and reliably. That's why we built our Qumulo SharePoint solution POC on top of it. Next, we will download Microsoft C++ build tools and the MSVC compiler from visualstudio.microsoft.com. These tools are required for the application to create Microsoft shortcuts. It's fairly straightforward and takes about 5 minutes to complete the installation. Once launched, it will display a selection menu. Take a moment here to ensure that you select the right options, including MSVC. Then click the Install button in the lower right-hand corner, and the installation will proceed. Next is Python. It can be downloaded from www.python.org/downloads. Click Download Python, then choose the correct version for your operating system. You can use the defaults or install it in a custom location. Next, you will need to download the solution application from the Qumulo GitHub. You can find the repository at www.github.com/Qumulo/sp2cnq. The README file in the repo also includes installation instructions in a requirements.txt file to help you install the necessary Python modules. Navigate to the directory where you downloaded the GitHub repo and run pip install-r requirements.txt from the command line. After all the modules are installed, you can validate the installation was successful by running the pip list command. To connect your SharePoint environment, you will need to configure an rclone remote. To configure SharePoint as a remote with rclone, you'll need to run the rclone configuration command and follow the prompts to create a new remote. Since SharePoint access is handled via OneDrive, you can follow the detailed instructions at www.rclone.org/OneDrive. Now we are ready to test the installation. For our example, we will use the following SharePoint folder, which contains 5 files. Using a Microsoft command prompt, navigate again to the folder where you cloned the GitHub repos, and then run Python sp2cnc-archiver.py. The application will launch. Begin by selecting the rclone remote name you configured earlier. In this example, we called the remote SharePoint. Next, enter the fully qualified UNC path to the Qumulo cluster. It is essential to use the full path name so that Microsoft shortcut links will function correctly, regardless of the user's networked map drives or designations. The Enable Email Notifications feature can be used to receive email from the script with all the log details when a transfer is complete. Please feel free to use as needed. The same log details are available in a log file created at each invocation. In the Archive Files from SharePoint to Qumulo dialog, you will see 3 input options. The List from Text Area feature allows customers to provide a list of paths in the text area. You can retrieve the list of files in a JSON format directly from SharePoint. This selection is ideal if you only need to archive a small number of files or to test the process. List from file is the same exact concept, except a single file is pre-populated with the file paths. That is helpful for batch-style archiving. The last option is all files in remote, where all the files residing in the rclone remote configured location are archived. There are two choices for placeholder type. This is the stub file that will be left behind after the file is transferred. You can select either the HTML file or the Microsoft shortcut, also known as an LNK file. Next, select the Start Archiving button, and you'll begin to see entries in the log output dialog box. The log file and the audit trails file paths are displayed on screen and can be saved for future reference. The output is intentionally verbose, capturing all the background activity during the transfer. This serves a forensic purpose, providing a detailed log that can act as chain of custody for general audit needs. For example, you can see the Qumulo Administrator Guide was transferred from SharePoint location to Qumulo on July 14th, with the checksum successfully validated. The checksum comes from a Microsoft-specific mechanism. We retrieve the SharePoint hash directly via the SharePoint API and calculate the destination checksum within the Python script. If the checksums match, the user can be confident that the file transferred successfully and without corruption. For fun, let's navigate to the Qumulo folder where the files were transferred to verify that everything has arrived as expected. Then we return to SharePoint and confirm that the original files have been replaced by .lnk shortcut files. Depending on your system configuration, shortcuts may initially download with a .download extension. If that happens, simply rename the file extension to .lnk before opening it. Please remember this is a simple proof of concept for now. We'll be making significant improvements over the coming weeks as we continue to see interest from potential customers. Thank you for exploring this new SharePoint storage solution with us.